This week's edition of the weekly Skyrim serial, Bevsette, the Glass Lass, is brought to you once again by Diet Water. Sit back, relax, enjoy the show. And as these chilly temperatures start rolling their way towards us, as we start getting to fall, and it's time to make up those pumpkin spice mocha costa lattes, make sure you're making it with that only beverage that has all of that great water taste, but still only half of those dreaded water calories. The one, the only, Diet Water. This product's only available in stores where it is sold. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are time zone wise on this island Earth. This is Kentucky Hawkeye, KY Hawkeye, your host here on Hawkeye's Old Time Gaming Emporium. It is Tuesday night, which means it's time for the weekly Skyrim serial. Our current story going on right now is Bevsette, the Glass Lass. She is a Breton. She is the sister of Belethor. And when you always hear Belethor talking when you come in to purchase or sell things to him, he keeps saying if he had a sister, he'd sell her in a second. Well, he actually did. He is part of a slavery ring here inside the province of Skyrim. Bevsette has managed to escape from her warlock masters and is slowly working her way towards getting revenge and justice on the slavery ring here in Skyrim, and then eventually on her brother. Right now, she has successfully gone after the person who delivered her to the warlocks in the Riften area, Aaron. She's taken out Calixto, who was head of the ring in Windhelm, who's also at times using some of the body people that were sent up for part of his necromancy stuff that he was doing. And now they have found Bevsette has found in Calixto's notes the names of all of the other members of the ring in Skyrim, and they are working their way towards Hofengar, where they hope to find the next target that they are going to go after. And who knows what adventures they may run into along the way. So we'll go ahead and get things started. Oh, we got a little bit just there we go. Get all that snow off the camera there. For some reason, if it's not particularly right, it wants to throw some extra stuff there on the green screen back there. But looks like we've got it all fixed now. Thank you all for joining us here tonight. Let's go ahead and get things started without any further ado, because we did use all the making dinner last night. Let's go ahead and get things started. The music you hear in the background, that is Liz, Lizz. She's the streamer here on Twitch. And that is her singing the Skyrim theme. It is available as a mod on Skyrim. You can get both the English and the German version of it, whichever you prefer. And she's a pretty good variety game streamer as well. Let's go ahead and get things started here. And join Bevsette here in Land of Skyrim. We have the glass helmet there for our Glass Lass. And along the way, we need to find some good armor for our companion Inigo. I don't know what its problem is, but there we go. I think we got it all fixed. Hope y'all are having a good week so far. Only Tuesday, so we're just a day or two into the work week. Hopefully everything is going well for you. Character Bevsette. She's hiding under the name Lavona. And let's see. These others, we need to make that delivery. So let's go ahead and mark that, take care of that. Up there. There's Inigo with us here. For some reason, it keeps so slow getting us back into first person. Let's go ahead and walk this way. All right. We have a long way to go, Inigo. Let's start making our way to our next destination. Thing to load. Loading. And wait for all of these mods to do their thing, evidently. There's the bug and there's the sound. Back outside. Taking care of the mess. Now let us go to the hold of Hoffenheim. Hoffenheim specifically to Solitude, where supposedly this next person in the ring, according to the notes that Calixto had in his collection of curiosities. Necromantic curiosities. His name is Erica. Go by those anymore. Now that we've passed everyone else, quick change to my Anna. Ready to go. I hear the howling of wolves. You ready, Inigo? Nothing I see here that would be an improvement for you. So what happened here? let's take a look at this note here. Isidore, got a delving job for us. Meet me outside Cragwellow Slope in Eastmarch. Leave as soon as you get this. I hear tell of some ruins there leading to the Velothi Mountains just uncovered by a landslide. They say this is big. Fresh ruins. Maybe we could be the first to pick them over. We could be rich. Who knows what's down there, though? Bring the best gear you can lay hands on. Pick off someone on the road with good stuff if you have to. Just get it and get it to me as quick as you can. Okay. So, this is not who I thought it was. Camilla, I thought it was.
Another quiet. What do you need?
Alright, you're not going to talk to me. And you're not going to talk to me. Okay, we need to go. We'll just go on our way. We're not going to get distracted from our mission. Man, the mountain goats are out. And some travelers. How much it's supposed to like it. Sell at the moment. Alright, come Inigo. We have a long distance to travel. We may not make it tonight. We may have to stop along the way. I don't know anything about this Erica. Is take our time finding him and be discreet about it. Anything from a low life to a high, well-known merchant to a drunkard to a high official for all we know. He's probably not going to be murderers to be tracked down to the city's delight like Calixto was. They're not all going to be that easy. I can sense that. For some reason, with this mod set, it doesn't like to switch to first person very easily.
That's close enough.
Is someone
What
there?
is that? Is someone there?
We got bandits.
Oh, I'm on fire!
Let me ease your passing.
Go ahead. Try and fight back.
Isn't over.
Sorry, did I get you, Inigo? I did not mean to. You might like this cloak. You can sell that. These will all be sellable. Thought they were just travelers like us. We'll need to be more careful next time, Inigo. Got that not everyone on the road are going to be kindly kind to whoever they see. Fortunately, we're able to overpower them. Might not always so lucky. well as the humans so far. Just all four legs and 2 legs against boss, except for that one incident. Some sort of elk up ahead there. Let's see if it's not running in the woods. Some predators around. Maybe four-legged or two-legged. Keep making our way here. It's cold up here.
Come
Because
on.
I'm up ahead.
Your miserable life is over.
Oh, that's right. You don't like spiders, do you?
Ow.
Hiding in the bushes. Be careful, there's another one. Whack, dude.
That is that.
Where'd you go, Inigo? You're behind the tree. Let's set ourselves on fire again. See some sort of fort up ahead. Not sure if it's a friend or a foe. Okay, careful there. Let's not take any chances anywhere, my friend. By the looks of them, they do not have either a strong folk or imperial uniforms on this. It may be a bandit hideout. Oh yes, the bandits definitely. Let's try to sneak by as quickly as we can. As silently as possible. Snow mimics the sound. Undiscovered. Done well, Inigo. Let us keep moving. Spiders ahead. Careful, I thought I saw another one over that direction. Doesn't appear to be coming for us. good so far. Giant encampment. Make sure we leave them alone. Don't bother them. We have a quarrel with them. Wolves ahead. I don't think we'll sneak past them. Just need to be ready. I thought I saw wolves. There's the cheat. Ah! You ran into the wolves.
The warm sand of elsewhere is far away from here.
Yes, it is, unfortunately. Well, Inigo, we got lucky there. Yeah, there's something you might be able to put to use that I got from one of the soldiers.
Something on your mind?
Any
I'm
thoughts?
afraid not. What is on your mind? Okay, let us see what we have.
I want to make sure you stay warm. Banded iron, ancient Nord boots, bracers, let's see. One of those bandits. Had a cloak that I thought he could put to good use. There we go. Much
What's
better.
next?
We move on. Chief, they're on their way. Wherever they're headed to. Making our way. Here's the signpost. Let's see what we have. Morthal is that way. Solitude is that way. Dawnstar is up ahead. We could probably warm ourselves up a bit. It's getting later in the afternoon. I don't want to travel in the dark if I can avoid it. Let's go visit Dawnstar. Coast City here. Let's go ahead and warm up. It's been chilly outside here. Well, we're going to try to kick some stuff here in a bit for you, Ice Bunny. We won't be kicking bricks tonight. That was last night.
Curse. It has to be. I've got to get out of this town.
Irgnir, get a hold of yourself. They're just dreams. Please tell her, Erandur.
Listen to your friend, Fruki. They are just dreams, my dear. I assure you that it is quite normal.
It's the same dream over and over again. You think that's normal? It's evil, I tell you.
Erandur, she has a point. You keep telling us no harm will follow these dreams, but they must be an omen.
Give him a chance to speak. He's trying to help us.
Everyone, please. I'm doing what I can to end these nightmares. In the meantime, all I ask is you remain strong and put your trust in Lady Mara.
I will. Thank you.
Take it you're the proprietor.
Need a room? Don't worry. Nightmares don't seem to happen for travelers.
So tell me,
What troubles you, my daughter?
what is the problem everyone is having here with these nightmares?
The entire town is being plagued by horrible nightmares. They're in serious danger, but I'm afraid there's little I can do about it.
Okay, odd mood too in the night here. How odd, Ice Bunny? What's going on? Let's see. What could you do anyway? Dreams aren't real, are they?
These dreams are manifestations created by the Daedric Lord, Vermina. She has an awful hunger for our memories. In return, she leaves behind nightmares, not unlike a cough marks a serious illness. I must end her terrible influence over these people before the damage becomes permanent.
Dealing with one of the Daedric princes. What kind of a plan do you have?
I need to return to the source of the problem, to Nightcaller Temple. Perhaps you'd be willing to assist me in that regard.
What do you mean by return? You've been there before.
I've already said too much. If anyone overhears what we're saying, it could start a panic. I would simply ask that you trust me and help me end Dawnstar's nightmares.
I'm sorry, my trust only goes so far. What are you trying to hide?
Your concerns are understandable. Trust is a very difficult commodity to come by these days. I can only give you my word as a priest of Mara that my intentions are honorable.
Alright, I will trust you for now. How can my friend and I help you?
Wonderful. My Lady Mara will be quite pleased. Nightcaller Temple is only a short walk from Dawnstar. Come, we must hurry.
Sorry about that, Iceman. I didn't see your first thing there. I got the game here and then the conversation's just off here to the side. I try to place it so I can see it next to it. Let me move a little bit closer here so I don't miss it. Alright, tell me, who is Vermina?
Vermina resides in a strange realm known as Quagmire, a nightmarish land where reality shifts upon itself in seemingly impossible ways.
That's right, she's got...
From her citadel at the center, she reaches forth to collect our memories,
testing and all that.
leaving nothing in return.
That's not going to be a
apart
great
from
winner in
visions
Europe.
of horror and despair.
Thanks to a certain warlike state going on in a certain region. What does she do with the memories?
Who can say? Perhaps she collects them for display like works of art in a nonsensical art gallery. Whatever the case may be, her intentions are far from benevolent. I promise to answer all of your questions. Follow me.
Follow you? I'm going to go anywhere. Alright, is this quest broke?
Follow.
Come on in.
It's this way.
Just stoked the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out.
Yes, my daughter. What is it I
These
can
dreams
help
are
with?
real, I tell you.
This way, my daughter.
Real.
It feels good to finally have a chance to help these people. Helplessly watching them suffer has been difficult.
These dreams are real, I tell you. Real.
One side, coming through. I'm late, gotta run.
The tower on that hill is our destination. People around here call it the Tower of the Dawn. I'm not familiar with the tower's history, but it was deserted for quite a long time before Nightcaller Temple was established inside. When the temple was active, the priests would rarely be seen in Dawnstar. They preferred to live a solitary existence. The temple's been abandoned for decades now. Ironic, isn't it? A ruin within a ruin. There's a small shrine to Mara I established inside the tower's entry hall. I was hoping to seek spiritual guidance from her. Perhaps my prayers were answered, and your reason for stumbling across Dawnstar is more than a mere coincidence.
Could very well be.
You want to ask me something? What's next?
Everybody to move here. We're all stuck. Alright, let's head outside. I know where we need to go for this. Let's see if he follows this still. Tower up there, you say? Let's go on up and see what we find. Anyone coming? Alright, we'll do it this way. May have
on
to
in.
force the story along
We
here a
got
little
warm
bit. Get him selected there.
food, warm drinks, and warm beds.
Alright. There we go. Alright. Just had to prime the pump a little bit. Alright. And then... that should get him to come. Follow this priest there. Come on, Inigo, you're supposed to respond to the whistle. Here to the tower. Around these rocks to do so. This appears to be the way. Wolves running around up here. Seems ready just in case. Looks like spot. Spiders. Why does it always have to be spiders? And down I go. Could have kept going with the magic. All right, once more with feeling. Let's try this again. All right, Indigo's with me this time. That'll help. There's Arander. Come, Inigo. We have work to do.
This is as miserable as Windhelm. The sea breeze is an improvement, though.
Glad you think so. It's just cold, but the people are a little bit more receptive here.
Divine sake, Scald. Who do you think we're threatening with our old war wounds?
I think my
We're not
eyes have
soldiers
steamed
anymore.
up.
Your man Horik is wearing his old Legion armor. What should I make of that?
He's proud of his service, Scald. The Legion taught us loyalty, and we're loyal to Dawnstar.
This isn't over. I catch you sending one letter to General Tullius. I'll have you both executed.
Quite the paranoid Jarl, it looks like. I'm gonna go. We need to go this way to get up to this tower. It's been abandoned here. Nice bunny. Just so you know, I've got you and your mother on my prayer list here. So hopefully, if there's anything going on, doctors can find it and take care of it. We got wolves up ahead. Let's get ready just in case. Nice background. I like how this mod looks. Alright, let's see what's inside here. I think it is. More spiders up ahead. Let's go, Inigo. Between the two of us, we can take it.
Depressing.
All right. Those spiders are taken care of. Anything else here wishes to take us on? Does not appear to be so.
Before we enter, I must warn you about the dangers that could be lurking within. Years ago, this temple was raided by an orc war party seeking revenge. They were being plagued by nightmares, just like the people of Dawnstar.
Was the raid successful?
No. Knowing they could never defeat the orcs, the priests of Vermina released what they called the miasma, putting everyone to sleep.
Seem to know a lot about this. Why is it dangerous if they're asleep?
I'm concerned that when this place is unsealed, the miasma will dissipate and they'll awaken, both orcs and priests alike.
What does this miasma do?
The miasma was created by the priests of Vermina for their rituals. It's a gas that places the affected in a deep sleep. Because the rituals would last for months or even years, the miasma was designed to slow down the aging
So far, so
process.
good, Kurtwitch. We're in Dawnstar right now. We're about to help this priest of Mara check out why the people in Dawnstar keep having nightmares at night. Is this gas dangerous?
Sadly, yes. The longer an
In our
individual
fourth episode
is
so
exposed
far,
to
it's
the
moving
miasma,
real good.
the more the mind can become
I just
damaged.
died, but we're
Those
back
who've
in
been
action.
under the effect of it for extended periods of time have been known to lose their minds entirely. In some cases, a few never awoke at all.
Let's see.
Once we get inside, all will become clear.
Alright, Inigo, you wait out here. Just in case something comes around. I'll go in with the priest. Don't see anything. Looks like I need to be ready. I'll get myself ready as well.
Give me just a moment, and I'll have this open.
There's the shrine. Alright, either way, what are we to do? Where are we to go?
Now I can show you the source of the nightmares. Over here.
Lay.
Behold the skull of corruption, the source of Dawnstar's woes. We must reach the inner sanctum and destroy it. Come, there's no time to lose.
The way, Aranda. Careful, as we get lower, we're gonna run into this miasma. Waking up.
Take heed, they've awakened.
Get these orcs quickly before they're fully awake.
Tomorrow be prized.
Got lucky there. They were a bit weak from the sleep.
Damn it! The priest must have activated this barrier when the miasma was released.
It's pretty difficult to breach.
Impossible, actually. I wonder. There may be a way to bypass the barrier, but I must check their library and confirm it can be done.
Well, someone who's a priest of Ma and not a priest of Amina, you seem to know a lot about this place.
I suppose there's no point in concealing the truth any longer. My knowledge of this temple comes from personal experience. I was a priest of Vermina.
You should have told me the truth the first time.
Yes, you're right. I should have. But I didn't know what to say. When the orcs raided the temple, I fled. I left my brothers and sisters behind to die. I've spent the last few decades living in regret and seeking redemption from Mara. And by her benevolence, I will right my wrongs.
Alright then, let's go.
I still have my key to the library. Whenever you're ready, let's move on. We mustn't tarry. The skull needs to be destroyed as soon as possible.
One question.
Yes, my daughter. What is
How
it I can
is-
help with?
How can the skull, that staff down there, be affecting Dawnstar?
Lore holds that the skull of corruption holds a constant hunger for the memories of others. The skull has been out of touch for so long, I fear it's gained the ability to reach out on its own and try to feed. What it does with these memories is just conjecture, and an argument for scholars and historians to this very day. We mustn't tarry. The skull needs to be destroyed as soon as possible.
There. Take it. This is the doorway you're speaking of. Don't see any others.
It's just up here.
All right then.
Be careful. We're certain to find more of the awakened within.
All right then. Maybe I should have brought Inigo in with me.
Not dead. Kill them. Kill them all.
They're still here. Stop them!
I'm attempting to.
Morally right.
That I can sell. Nothing I want here. That looks interesting. Let's test this. To make some good reading for later, I need to catch up on my Daedrology. Stay ready just in case. Again, some good reading for later.
This library used to be filled with arcane volumes. Now look at it. Almost everything's been burned. I hope the tome we need is still intact.
For your sake, I hope so.
Huh? What was that?
The miasma.
I'm on your I'll send you to oblivion. There fight a Dunmer.
You're not the only one.
Mara forgives you, my child.
Is that all of them?
Barring any more interruptions, perhaps we can locate the information I need.
So, what am I specifically looking for?
We're looking for a book of alchemical recipes called the Dreamstride. The tome bears the likeness of Vermina on the cover. It should be here somewhere. If you'll check the shelves around the balcony, I'll check around the lower level.
Let's see. Gold is always good. Let's see what I can
Yes, my daughter. What is it I can help with?
Daedra, we already saw that. Burn beyond use. Alright, I thought I saw some books up here as well. Burned. All burned. All burned. Saw that. There's one there. Yet. Nothing here. Nothing here. Let's check over here. These are all burned except for this one. I think this is it. Our lucky day. Miranda! There you are. What's this? Something to check out later.
Yes, my daughter. What is it I can help with?
I believe I have found the tome of which you seek.
Let me take a look. Mara be praised. There is a way past the barrier to the inner sanctum. It involves a recipe for a liquid known as Vermina's torpor.
What is that? Some sort of potion?
Yes. The torpor grants an ability the priests of Vermina called the Dream Stride, using dreams to travel distances in the real world.
Sounds amazing.
Quite amazing, yes. Alchemy and the blessings of a divine, distilled down into a ingestible liquid. Sadly, I have yet to see it function in person.
Wait a minute. You're making it sound like I'm gonna be the one that you're gonna see it happen with.
As a sworn priest of Mara, the elixir won't work for me. The torpor will only work for priests of Vermina, or the unaffiliated.
Sounds pretty dangerous. How can you be certain it's gonna work and not have bad effects on me?
I will not lie to you. There is some risk involved. The last time the torpor was imbibed could have been decades ago. But I swear upon Lady Mara that I will do everything within my power to prevent any harm from befalling you.
Think I can trust you after you lied to get me in here in the first place? Do you have any idea where we can find a bottle of this torpor?
I believe there is a laboratory in the East Wing. If we proceed there, we should be able to locate a sample.
What is this gonna be like?
You'll be viewing the memory of another through your own eyes and with your own body. Those around you will perceive you as normal, and you will find the words you utter may not be your own. Thanks to all of these odd principles, there is quite a lot of debate as to whether this is really a dream or just the machinations of Vermina.
Then how will I know when to awaken from the effects of this torpor?
I will watch over you as you slumber to ensure your safety. If I deduce anything is amiss, I will use my arts to bring you back. Otherwise, I am uncertain what will end your dream stride. Perhaps when Vermina's curious appetite has been filled.
Can't actually say. That's massively reassuring. Just checking on something here, everyone.
Laboratory adjoins the library. I'm hoping we'll find a sample of the torpor left undamaged.
I'm gonna do a quick save here, just in case. So looks like we go this way. There's more of the gas and there's more bodies. Not getting up. Definitely an orc. Should. It's fire, it should burn. Let's get ready. There's two, there may be more. And there are. Aim for the orc.
Her benevolence shall not stop. Never should have come here.
Magic is used up.
This is your last mistake.
Gotta outwork it.
What lady? Awaken and perish.
Now that they've been dealt with, we need
Oh,
to find the
close.
torpor.
How will I know what this bottle looks
It
like?
should be in a small bottle, very similar to a potion. I'll begin searching up here. The torpor should...
Let me see what I can find here.
in a tall bottle with dark... If you find it, bring it to me.
Use. Just in case we need to make it ourselves, let's gather every ingredient I can find.
Yes, my daughter. What is it I can help with?
Just gotta find this bottle. It's none of these. In case we can't find it, let's grab every single one of these ingredients that's still sitting here. In case we have to make it up, I want to make sure we've got every possible ingredient that might be required. So we got potions of healing. Require just about anything. You've got the recipe book. I do not. Potions of magicka. Potions of healing here. Got some gold. Ah, this is the door that we saw earlier. Excellent. Open it in case we need it. Alright. I found some bottles here. I'm not sure if any of them are the ones that you were looking for. You'll be able to identify it better than I can.
Yes, my daughter. What is it I can help with?
This one looks different from all the others. Is this the torpor?
I'm relieved you discovered a bottle intact. This place looks as though it was ransacked by the orcs. So, I've taken us this far, but you need to guide us the rest of the way. Drink.
Sorry about what, Ice Bunny? Let's see. Yeah. So, is she getting like a Holter monitor placed on her that they're going to monitor everything for a period of time? Or is this going to be all testing as an inpatient inside the hospital, Ice Bunny? Healthcare professional asking out of curiosity. I don't need to know. Oh, no worries. No worries. Typos happen. Alright, do you want me to drink it here, right now?
Dawnstar's fate rests in that tiny bottle. The longer we wait, the more damage Vermina could be doing to those poor people. I understand your hesitation, but I promise you that it works.
Alright, here we go. Interesting looking bottle, that's for sure. Alright, here we go.
You.
The orcs have breached the inner sanctum, Brother Varen.
We must hold. We can't allow the skull to fall into their hands.
But no more than a handful of us remain, brother.
Then we have no choice. The miasma must be released.
The miasma? But brother...
We have no alternative. It's the will of Vermina.
And what about you, Brother Casimir? Are you prepared to serve the will of Vermina?
Made my peace. I'm ready. Like...
Then it's decided.
Brother Casimir, you must activate the barrier and release the miasma. Let nothing stop you. Brother Thoric, we must remain here and guard this skull with our lives if necessary.
Agreed to the death.
I'll show you a real fight. I'll bathe in your blood.
Like, I know where to go.
You're nothing!
I've never been in here before. here with the orcs, the priests fighting.
I fought worse than you. You're a fool to fight me. Time to end this little game.
I know where I'm supposed to go.
I'll skin you alive.
Yes. Those the ones we saw earlier.
I'll see no one crosses me.
Must feel this urge to pull
I'll gut you
the
like
chain.
a harker. I'll tell you're a fool to fight me. I fought worse than you.
Yeah, releasing gas. Barrier. There's a randa. Something is flowing from this soul gem. Suppose what happens if I take it away? It's all gone. Think I found the way through, Aranda.
It worked. Mara be praised. You vanished after drinking the torpor and materialized on the other side. I've never seen anything quite like it.
It was remarkable. Seemed like I was actually there.
How I envy you. I can only imagine the excitement of seeing history through the eyes of another. Sadly, I am resigned to just reading of its wonders through my research of the skull.
We can discuss all that later. We better proceed.
Indeed. My reverence for Vermina's machinations should not take precedence over our mission. My apologies. The inner sanctum lies ahead. We must reach the skull and put an end to Dawnstar's troubles. Lead on, my friend. Come. We must get to the skull and destroy it.
Alright, let's head back. I know how to get there.
For Lady Mara. So endeth the lesson.
He's gonna be getting them while they're still waking up. They won't be able to fight as well. These are moving. This one does. You gotta be ready. Any of them could be moving.
Take heed, they await you. Never should have come here.
Ah! It got me.
You puny weak.
Yeah, I was a puny weakling. I should have leveled up and healed. Where's it gonna bring me back to? Oh, we gotta go all the way back here. Yep, I went down in a blaze of glory, if not a blaze of fire. Alright, once more with feeling. Let's do this all quickly. Ran out of magicka. We're not going to be picky this time. I'm going to wait for the magicka to fill up. Yep, we went a blaze of fire. Now it's time for a blaze of glory. It's supposed to. It's fire.
I'll skin you alive. Take heed, they've awakened. Ah! Awaken. I'll bathe in your blood.
Where'd he go?
Now that they've been dealt with, we need to find
Couldn't
the
see
skull.
where he was. How will we know what it looks
It should
like?
be in a small bottle. I'll begin searching up here.
Alright, let's
The
see
torpor
where we
should
can-
be in a tall bottle with dot.
Alright. Again, we're just going to quickly gather everything. Amazing how everything stayed on the shelves with all that. Just tacked down or something. Alright, work our way around. Grab the torpo last. The door. Gather everything. We don't need the wine.
Liquid. If you find it, bring it to me.
Let me finish finding stuff, then I'll bring it to you. No, I don't want to do alchemy. Alright. And some garlic. Now I think we're ready to go. Lots of stuff here. Yep, there's stuff here. And again, I do not want to do alchemy. Not right now. Alright. Let's try this again.
So, I've taken us in. I understand your hesitation.
Alright. Down the hatch.
The orcs have breached the inner
Let's try to do this right this time.
We must hold. We can't allow the skull to fall into their hands.
But no more than a handful of us remain, brother.
Then we have no choice. The miasma must be released.
The miasma? But brother...
We have
See how
no
quickly
alternative.
we can get there this time.
It's the will of Vermina. And what about you, Brother Casimir? Are you prepared to serve the will of Vermina?
I've made my place. I'm ready.
Then it's decided. Brother Casimir, you must activate the barrier and release the miasma. Let nothing stop you. Brother Thoric, we must remain here and guard this skull with our lives if necessary. No one
Alright, here we go.
I'll gut you like a horker! Didn't you allow?
Too busy fighting with everyone to notice me running through. Scared priest of Vermina. Ah!
Bathe in your blood. I'll show you a real fight.
Let me past. Man with the miasma plan.
Never should have come here. They're actually fighting. Time to end this.
The finish line. Gas released. And here we go. Barriers all over the place. I'll take that soul gem.
Hey, you vanished after drinking the torpor and material. How I envy you. I can only imagine the excitement of seeing history through the eyes of another. Sadly, I am resigned to just reading of its wonders through my research of the skull.
All right, let's
Indeed.
proceed.
My reverence for Vermina's machinations should not take precedence over...
Now, I've got a bunch of magica potions. We can stock up on those.
Our mission.
First,
My apologies.
let's bring friend along.
Do your worst.
Mara forgives you, my child.
catch our breath. Grab some potions, a soul gem, another soul gem, a magic potion. We definitely want that. Alright. Oh, that's a render. I'm sorry. Target.
To oblivion with you. By her benevolence, you shall not stop us.
Whoa! That came out of nowhere. I thought he was swinging for the other guy. Okay, I forgot to make another save, so... Alright. Remind me when I pull the miasma chain to do another save.
That's it. That's all you got.
That's all I need.
It burns.
Yes, it's supposed to burn. It's supposed to burn. I was thinking the same thing.
Lady Mara.
What was that?
Alright. Wait
I'll
here.
show you what a real orc can do.
Let's see how well a real orc burns.
For Dawnstar. To oblivion with you.
Alright. He gets back up here. Loot everybody and everything. Book. Alright. Let's go ahead and
Now
talk
that
to
they've
you.
been dealt with, we need to find the torpor. It should
Look like small bottle.
I'll begin searching up here.
And look up here.
The
I
torpor
will-
should be in a tall bottle with dark liquid.
Everywhere
If you find it,
else.
bring it to me.
No, I don't want to do alchemy. Alright, now. Bottle. Yeah, that was one freaky looking cow picture there. That must be something that they added in just for the Halloween season or something. I've never seen that interim screen before. That was scarier than one of Trooper's Cthulhu stories. Come on, I need a filmer here. Some torpor. Alright, here we go. Alright.
Yes,
Yak
my
and
daughter.
yak.
I'm
Found the
relieved.
torpor.
So,
Here, now, yes.
I understand your hesitation, but I promise you that it works.
Bottoms up.
The orcs have breached the inner sanctum.
Alright, let's try this once more.
We must
With
hold.
feeling.
We can't allow the skull to fall into their hands.
But no more than a handful of us remain, brother.
Then we have no choice. The miasma must be released.
The miasma. But brother,
We have no alternative. It's the will of Vermina. And what about you, Brother Casimir? Are you prepared to serve the will of Vermina?
Is this robe made out of Casimir? I've made my peace.
Then it's decided. Brother Casimir, You must activate the barrier and release the miasma. Let nothing stop you. Brother Thoric, we must remain here.
All right, time for the sprint. Once again.
Beg me to kill you before I'm done. I'll show you what's real. I'll gut you like a horse. Must kill. You're a fool.
Out of the reach of that swing.
No one has time to win this little game.
Pull the chain.
No one crosses me.
Except if we're fighting orc. Alright. There's the soul gem. Take that. Talk to him.
You vanished after drinking the torpor. How are you? Sadly, I am resigned. Indeed. My reverence for Vermina's machinations should not take precedence over our mission. My apologies.
Alright. So save here. Hang out. Crit Witch, can you remember what the name was we decided on for the dog familiar? Can't remember what we said.
What happened? Wait,
Very first.
we're still under attack.
Don't you heal on me.
They're still here.
So endeth the lesson.
Alright. Time to charge up. Whoa, that got a good bounce. Alright, again. Let's wait. Charge up.
Huh?
I need to move.
I fought.
In fact, let's do it this way. Level up. 6. Alright. Can I do any increases to one-handed? Or two? Okay. Daggers. Reduces the stamina cost with one-handed. What about for destruction? Yeah, long time borrowing. We'll do that. Question fire. 20% more effective. I'll take that.
I'll see you burn.
Ah. I thought I killed you already.
No more. I yield.
Did he kill Arander? I thought Arander couldn't be killed.
No.
Or is that the other dead one?
No.
Okay, but at least we saved this time. We call him, was it Ravisher we decided on? What's the name? The familiar?
It burns.
So endeth the lesson. God forgives you, my child.
Alright. Ravisher was the name. One-shot kill. You gotta like that. Alright, I want to make sure I'm at full magicka for the orc.
That's the best you can do. I'm on fire! No one messes an orc.
Why am I not getting a shot off?
Good enough.
I may need... switch spells, maybe. Alright. 21 points of magic damage and half as much in stamina. Deals shock damage on impact, so it does a little bit of everything. Benefits from perks affecting fire, shock, and frost spell damage. Alright. As opposed to Balefire, the 16, 2 poison for 10 seconds, so that's per second for 10 seconds, that's 20, that makes it, that's 36. Targets are weaker to warlock minions like the dog. 6, whereas this does 21. 31. Actually, Balefire is going to do more damage. Let's try that. Alright, let's go.
Come. They mustn't
But I gotta be
stop us.
closer.
The miasma. They're still here.
Alright, I see one flaw with my theory here.
Time for your final rest. Mara be praised.
I'm gonna switch back to the middle bolt. Save here.
For Lady Mara.
I'm on fire! I want worse than you. Greatest. Dar, while you can.
What are you doing?
I'm killing him while I can. That's what I'm doing. We'll do the looting later. Alright. Anyone else waking up?
For Lady Mara.
Never should have come here.
I'll send you to oblivion.
Where?
No!
I was moving my mouse and it went somewhere. I don't know where. Pull up again. Cost 50% less magicka, more powerful. Well, it's costing less magicka, so cast more. We'll go for it.
They mustn't stop us. I'm on fire! No one bests an orc. No.
Got me with that one hand when these two-handed power attacks are taking me out. I've got to stay out of their range. I wish I had Inigo here with me, but it doesn't let you bring them in with you. And we just crashed. Alright, let's get things loaded back up here. All 929 mods. I thought we were going to get through crash free tonight. Looks like we got only one, so hopefully it'll stay that way. That was weird because in that last one, I was moving the mouse around so I could see, so I could try to attack or move out of the way so I can get in position. And it was not, it lifted the camera up like this instead of moving me like this. It moved me like this. It's like, huh? That was very weird. All right, let's try it again. Oh, I forgot to summon the dog on that one. So we need to get Ravisher back up. Should pick up from that save. All right, get that ugly skeever out of the way. Ugly looking skeever, that's for sure. At least we haven't seen that scary cow yet. That's for certain. Alright, come on. Let's go with increasing the health. Back here to destruction.
You're a fool to fight me.
Yeah, I was a fool to get that close so you could get a shot in on me.
That's the best you can do.
Take it. Alrighty. Sorry about the collateral damage there, but I think we all were getting damaged there. Arando, let's go. Ravisher. Use your assistance.
Never should have come here. I'm on your side. I'll show you a real fight.
Whew. That was close. I was aiming for him. I wasn't aiming for you, Aranda. There it is.
Wait.
What's this? I remember them from the Dream Stride.
There, Thoric, you're alive. No thanks to you, Casimir. I no longer use
Was
that
his
name.
memories?
I'm Miranda,
Dreams
priest of Mara. You're a traitor. You left us to die and then ran before the miasma took you.
No, I was scared. I wasn't ready to sleep. Enough of your lies!
I can't allow you to destroy the skull, priest of Mara.
Then you leave me no choice. We fight to the last!
Feel the benevolence of Mara. Good enough.
Nice thing about priests, they tend not to have much honor.
I knew Varen and Thoric. They were my friends. Is this punishment for my past? Is it Mara's will to torment me so?
I'm afraid we had no choice.
Yes, you're right. If they needed to die so that Dawnstar could live, then it was worth the price. It's time. The skull must be destroyed.
If you'll stand back, I'll perform the ritual granted to me by Lady Mara.
First, an incantation to remove the barrier.
It's hiding here that's going to get to us. Alright, Aranda. Do your thing.
I call upon you, Lady Mara. The skull hungers. It yearns for memories and leaves nightmares in its wake. Grant me the power to break through this barrier and to send the skull to the depths of oblivion.
He's deceiving you. When the ritual's complete, the skull will be free, and then Arender will turn on you. Quickly, kill him now. Kill him and claim the skull for your own. Vermina commands you.
I am not under the commands of Mina. Do it, Aranda. Destroy the skull now. Send it back to where it belongs. Do it. Send it back. Well, Aranda, it is done.
Forgive me if I don't appear relieved. This temple has taken its toll on me.
I can imagine. Are you going to be alright, Aranda?
In time, I believe I will. I'd constructed a meager shrine to Mara in the antechamber where we entered. My intention was to spend the rest of my years here, burying the past and praying for forgiveness. But instead, I wish to offer my services to you. If you ever wish to journey with me, I'll be here.
Thank you, Aranda.
There's no need to thank me. What you did was for the people of Dawnstar. If anyone should be thanked, it should be you. Enslaved by their slave beasts with sword as any other. Alright, let's make our way out. Nothing worth scavenging here. Wouldn't take too much anyway. Some things
Inigo and myself, all the better. Inigo must be worried sick about me. So it looks like we're safe. Getting out of here obviously a lot longer than I expected. Still to read for later. Alright, let's get out of this wretched place. Miranda's got some cleaning and sanctifying to do. Alright. Well, that was a little bit of more of a challenge than I expected, but we got through it. Setting some stuff up for later on in the storyline here. Inigo, there you are.
Yes, my friend.
Are you okay?
No, my mind is as empty as a beggar's purse.
Let's go back down to down to Dawnstar. The work here is done. Let's get some sleep. And then we can proceed on our way to Solitude. Till I'm tired, I missed. Hopefully we don't run into any others. We have a book to deliver. And we have the slaver to find. Alright. Let's get a room for the night. We've helped the people of Dawnstar.
Come on in. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out.
It appears there's a bug here. In here, everyone is stuck.
I'm sorry. My mind was just somewhere else. Do you need a room? Drink?
A room, please.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day. Of course. I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
Find it ourselves, Inigo. Alright, let us get some sleep here. 6 hours should do the trick. Looks like we got some bug stuff going on. This, that's it. like how the mod has this in set up. It's very interesting. Alright. Inigo must be outside prowling around. Oops, wrong button. Switch back to the armor. A minute ago. Let's continue our journey. Make it to Solitude. No other planned stops along the way. Alright, something must be messed up with that mod for that city. We'll have to check that out later. Is there a thing in here that I can use to automatically fetch in a circle or something? Inigo will need to catch up to us. I know, let's look at something. We can find out where he is. So we don't have the trigger here. Alright, let's keep moving. Come on, Ravisher. We could use the company. It looks like we have other company coming. Prevented a strike there. This?
Is someone there?
What are you attacking me for? Set you free. That made no sense at all. Inigo, where are you? Alright, let's... Yeah, go. is our furry little friend. Okay. I have to do something here. Okay, it's not gonna let me do it. Alright, we'll keep on going without him for now. Ravisher, front and center. Be in need of your assistance. Interesting. I'm a ruin. More dwellers. Architecture over there. Interesting. Distracted from what I was actually looking for. Okay. I'll get Inigo fixed one way or another. Good job, Ravisher. Very good. Bandits.
Tell you what.
Tell me what? Quickly you're going to burn. Were they attacking? A mage of some sort. Another bandit signal. Not accurately, assuming that they had plenty of stuff to steal. Done my potions. Book. Some ingredients, and that was it. Very unfortunate. Stick around, Ravisher. I'm going to be in need of you, it appears. weapons away. I see soldiers. Imperials and Stormcloaks. The fight is mine.
You're the pox on the Empire.
Die, rebel! Ismir, curse you! Enough! You call yourself a warrior? Skyrim belongs to the North!
Make sure we stay out of the way, Ravisher. We have no part in this skirmish. Stormcloaks on whole legion.
Talos smite you.
All off. From Hall March, that would end this thing. All of them, the Hall March. God took care of them all. Some new things to me here, mod-wise. And Inigo still is not caught up with us. I'm almost tempted to go into a building to see if it'll cause Inigo to join us. Elmo. Stormcloak soldier or that Talos worshiper that they found. I believe that would be the great labyrinthian. Quite the impressive place. Spider up here. Strike. Back Ravisher again, just to play it safe. Don't have time for stopping Mortal. I don't want to get distracted along the way any further than we already have been. We need to get there as soon as we can. Yeah, roundabout, something else. Spooky? Must be ready. Hunting the deer and not hunting me. I'm fine. Alright, we're out of the snow finally. Feels good to be in the warm again. It's nice to be out of the cold and the snow. Still don't know where Inigo is. He appears to have run off on me here. This place I get a chance, I'm gonna duck inside to see if I can summon him that way. If not, we'll figure out something else. For I need our warrior companion. That's weird. Something must be really messed up with Dawnstar. Appears to be a stray. He's not that feral. He didn't come out to attack me, which is good. Just a guard. Why do these people keep attacking me? Are they from the slavers? Is word gotten around that I'm out and about? Make sure I take on my guys as Lavone, wandering mage and merchant. Called Dragon Bridge. Maybe I should change my look. Find where Inigo is though. Alright, welcome to Dragon's Bridge. Almost there. Solitude. Let's go ahead and change from Last Warrior to Lavona. Calm, mild-mannered mage and merchant, wandering the province of Skyrim. Setup of a town. Not surprised. That bridge would be a strategic location. Back into my armor. horseback. Merchant, the bodyguard as well. Who knows? Almost there. Look for this man named Erica. Next target. Wipe out the slavery ring at the end. In Solitude. Approaching the city. We can go into Livona guys once again.
If you've come to Solitude to join the Legion, speak to Rika. If not, just keep your nose clean while you're here.
Alright. We've made it here to Solitude. Well, the next step of my plan for vengeance is to begin. And with that, we're going to go ahead and bring this adventure to a close. Hope you all have enjoyed it so far. Interesting things going on during it. Had a little bit trouble. Took a little bit longer to get through one section than I thought, but that's how the game goes. Let's go ahead and get this saved. And we will be done and ready to go. So with that, let us go ahead and figure out who we want to raid. Ice Bunny and Crit Witch, if you're still here, I would be open to suggestions for who to raid. Let's see who I know is on. Let's see, we got Madame Gandalf. Other Doc is, Prax is on. She's doing some Shadow of War. We can go to Prax. Thank you. I'm glad it was nice and relaxed for you, Crit Witch. I'd try not to be too heavy or anything unless the character involves it, and we may be doing some. The other doc is on. Yeah, Prax is playing, so let's go ahead and raid Prax again tonight. So one of the people that I listen to when I'm working here from home on Twitch is a guy called Pathetic Wolf, and he's a very chill RPer for Skyrim and Fallout and other games as well, and I've always tried to be a little bit late when I'm playing Skyrim, a little bit more laid back. I try to really get into the role, but I'm still trying to communicate with you all as much as I can as well. Trying to emulate Trooper in a sense that way. But let's go ahead and set up a raid for Prax. All right, make sure I got it spelled right. Praxagorthes. Flip two letters. Thesmo for you. Everything's spelled right here. Let's go ahead and right there. So the schedule the rest of the week. Tomorrow night is Wednesday night. That'll be Grappler's Keep, our WWE 2K22 universe where a number of DMs, GMs, and RPG players from across the Twitch universe compete in our ring that we lovingly call the Dice Tray. We're on our way to our next pay-per-view premium event, the Joust, which is our version of the Survivor Series for four-person versus four-person tag teams, elimination matches. We're going to have some good ones set up for there, and we're going to have some matches set up for good ones for tomorrow as well, as we have a few rivalries that are going on right now, plus we have the tag team championship tournament going right now. We'll have our second match in that tomorrow night as well. Wednesday, you can catch me on Wandering DM's channel at 1 p.m. Saturday afternoon, Eastern Time, U.S. Adjust your time zones accordingly. For Scion, Birth of the New Gods, where we are where our characters have reached demigod level, and some people are missing, and we need to go find them. One of them is very special to my character for reasons that people will find out as we go. And then on Monday is family night at the Emporium, where my daughter Bonnie and I are doing the Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga. We're doing some free play in some of the different planets right now before we go on to the rest of the story mode on there. And then we'll be back here next week for more adventures of Bevsette, the Glass Lass, as well as we get ready to go after the next member of the slave ring. So, if you like what you see here, go ahead and join us on Discord. We've got sections there for Skyrim. We've got sections there for Raptor's Keep. We've got sections there for Family Night. We got sections for all other talk and stuff as well. We also have a section there called the Prayer Closet. We believe in the power of prayer. We believe that prayer works. That prayer is powerful. That prayer is effective. If you have a need, a concern, a request, please place it in the prayer closet there, and our household will be praying for you for it. If you'd rather not say what it is, just use the praying hands emoji. We'll take that as what we call an unspoken request. And we'll pray for it just as hard as if we knew what was actually going on. Because we don't have to actually know. All we need to know is that the need is there, and we will be praying for you on that. So, let's go ahead and caps lock off and get this raid started for Prax. Good, I did spell it right. So, until next time, may green be the grass below you, may blue be the sky above you, may straight be the path before you, and warm be the hearts that love you. Good night, everybody. This has been a Diet Water production.